Buffalo, Shira Thompson. Welcome her, please, to the stage. And she's going to read you a little from her story, Missing Daughter. And you're going to read the rest of it when you buy the book. Shira Thompson.
Missing daughter. My daughter's flight back to college was at 7 tomorrow morning. She had to be at JFK at 6, which meant she had to leave my sister's New York City apartment by 5:30. She was 20, lived at school, and had negotiated her way around Europe by train. Still, I worried about her standing alone in the middle of a New York City block to hail a cab before dawn, then ride by herself to JFK. I had to go with her. I set my alarm. Mom, you don't have to. It's no problem, really. It's crazy, said my sister. A round-trip cab will cost you a fortune. Really? Look, just let her take my car service, my sister said. They're good. Car service? I use them all the time. You sure? I asked, because this is my only daughter I'm entrusting them with. Never had a problem. Well, I don't know. Does she know the drivers personally? How do they screen them? Come on, Mom, I'm not a baby. They're very reliable, my sister insisted. Best in New York. For God's sake, I'm 20 years old, my daughter whined. I was taking cabs all over Italy 2 years ago. With your friends, not by yourself, I pointed out, defending my paranoia. The doorman is down in the lobby 24/7, my sister said. He'll look out for her. Well, maybe taking a cab round trip to JFK was a little over the top. My mind flashed back to my daughter's first day at school when I followed the school bus in my car. No seatbelts. My husband called me a helicopter parent, always hovering. I relented. Okay, car service. The alarm went off at 4:30. I heard my daughter get up, then dozed off till she kissed me goodbye on the cheek. Time to go, she said. I'll wait for them downstairs. No, I'll go with you. Mom, you don't have to. I hesitated. You sure? My sister yelled from her bed, for God's sake, the doorman's down there. And in that split second, something inside me gave in. Right there in my nightgown on the 11th floor at 5:15 a.m., in that split second, I let go. Let go of being an overprotective, middle-aged mother from Ohio. In that split second, I became a New Yorker. Call me when you get to the airport. My cell phone's dead. I forgot to charge the battery. Well, find a payphone. Okay. She grabbed her suitcase, the door clicked shut, and I sank back under the covers. 15 minutes later, the intercom buzzed. What did she forget? I got up, still groggy, found my way to the button. What is it, hon? Car service. She's down there, I replied, and a thanks for making me get up. Forced hospitable sing-song. No one down here. No, she's waiting for you in the lobby, the redheaded girl. Nobody here. The doorman, I yelled. Ask the doorman. I don't see no doorman. Oh my God, I screamed. My sister shuffled into the room and turned on the light. Oh, no. I shrieked, fumbling with the 3 locks on the door. I yanked it open and ran barefoot in my nightgown down the hall to the elevator. My heart jackhammered. I pounded on the button, wailing. I waited an eternity for the elevator to arrive, and it took an eternity to go down 11 flights, 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and... The elevator doors opened. The driver stood alone next to the empty front desk. Oh God, where is she? I whirled around the room. Where the hell is the doorman? As if on cue, the doorman sauntered through the side door, carrying an empty garbage can. Did you see my daughter? I screeched. No. He put the can by the door. I grabbed his arm. The redheaded girl with the suitcase. He sighed. No one's been here. How do you know? I squeezed his arm tighter. Where were you? He yanked his arm away. I took out the garbage. I was only gone 5 minutes. No. I shook my head. These are the 5, this is how it always happens, minutes. I just went out to break in the routine that allows the kidnapping, the rape, the murder, the 5 missing minutes in the airtight alibi, the detective crime novel, the never again wonderful life. I turned and ran out into the street, screaming my daughter's name. Garbage cans and mounds of plastic bags lined the curb. My beautiful girl could be among them, her tortured, twisted, and mangled body stuffed into a plastic bag, waiting for me to identify the slender fingers that love to draw, the green eyes so calm and assured, the fair Irish skin. I staggered back inside, crying, and pounded my fist against the glass door of the building. Oh, this goddamn city, I moaned, pounding, wanting to break the glass, wanting the shards to stab my veins so I could bleed to death. And the doorman could drag me out to the curb with the rest of the garbage. Me, the lazy mother who wouldn't ride down 10 flights in an elevator and wait with my daughter for 15 minutes, even though I had guided her every move for 20 years. My sister, the doorman, and the driver tried to calm me down. They made phone calls to sort things out. I fell in a heap, banging my head on the floor, wanting to knock myself unconscious, or better, crack my head open so I could bleed out this nightmare, and they could mop it up with my nightgown and then lug me out to the curb. Oh, New York, the city that never gave you a break, never gave you a 5-minute timeout from its horrid, vile, beating, shredding, stabbing.
Sarah Thompson, she's leaving you to find out what happened to missing daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. All of our readers were able to read. Thank you, each reader, for getting in there and keeping the suspense. And right now, I'm going to be sitting here. I have copies of the book. I even have copies of 1 and 2. If you like, I have 2 sets of 1, 2, and 3. And if you want them, you will get them. Just make me an offer. Let's go.